Welcome to today's class. In this video, I'll be teaching us on electrochemical cells. Electrochemical cells are those cells that convert chemical energy to electrical energy. Basically, we have two types of cells. We have what we call the primary cells. And the secondary cells. So the primary cells are those cells that when they are exhausted, they cannot be replaced. When they are exhausted, they cannot be replaced. Example, you have the battery cells of a torchlight, like all these olden days torchlights, or the battery cells of a wall clock. When it is exhausted, you cannot replace it. You have to remove it and put in a new battery for it to work. Are we together? Other examples are what we refer to as Daniell cell and Leclanche cell. Leclanche cell. Are we together? Then we have the secondary cells. These are cells that when they are exhausted, they can be replaced. They can be replaced. So example is the lead acid accumulator. The lead acid accumulator is an example of the battery used in car. You see those batteries that car make use of. If your battery runs down, it's not the end of the world. All you need to do is to do what? Go and recharge it. Another example is the battery of our phone cells. The battery of our phones. When a battery of your phone runs 5% or 0%, all you need to do is look for a socket and plug it. It will be replaced. Are we together? So that's what we refer to as what? Secondary cells. So for today's class, we'll be looking at examples of primary cells, which are Daniell cell, Leclanche, and the lead acid accumulator. So for the Daniell cell is made up of two electrodes. We have what we call the zinc electrode. The zinc electrode and the what again? The zinc electrode. This is zinc rod and this is what? Zinc container. And it contains what we call electrolyte, and the electrolyte is zinc tetroso sulfate 6 electrolyte was used. Then the bigger one is what we refer to as what? This is what? Copper vessel, which also serves as the electrode, containing copper 2 tetroso sulfate 6 electrolyte. So this is an example of what? A Daniell cell. Remember, it cannot be replaced when it is finished. So your examiner can ask you, what are the electrolytes found in a Daniell cell? They are zinc tetroso sulfate 6 and copper 2 tetroso sulfate 6. Then we go to Leclanche cell. Leclanche cell consists of the carbon rod and the zinc rod. The carbon rod and the zinc rod. So this is the zinc rod and this is the carbon rod. Are we together? And the electrolyte is what we refer to as what? This is not liquid. The electrolyte is what we refer to as ammonium chloride paste. Ammonium chloride paste. This is a popular examination question. Please take note. Ammonium chloride paste. Ammonium chloride paste. So it is not liquid like this. The electrolytes of Leclanche cell, this is Leclanche cell, is not liquid like that of a Daniell cell. So the electrolyte is what referred to as ammonium chloride paste, not solution. Please take note. Remember, electrolyte must be in molten form so that ions can do what? Move through. Then the last but not the least, the lead acid accumulator. The lead acid accumulator, the anode is lead, metallic lead, while the cathode is lead 4 oxide. Please take note, these are popular examination questions. The cathode is what? Lead 4 oxide. And the electrolyte is petroso sulfate 6. The electrolyte is petroso sulfate 6. So please take note of these electrochemical cells. Take note of the electrodes present. Take note of the electrolytes as well. Like here, what will be the anode? The anode is usually the most positive. So the anode here will be zinc, while the cathode will be copper. The anode here will be zinc, while the cathode will be copper. So please take note of this. It is very important, and examiners, they love it, especially these of the Leclanche cell, whose electrolyte is ammonium chloride paste. Is that okay? All right, so we'll be moving to the uses of electrolysis.